voluminous my hair looks right now. And mind you, I just got back from like a 5-mile walk. You know, I was trying to aim for my 10,000 steps and I was feeling it today. So we just kept going with it. I wore my new sweatpants that I recently talked about in the last vlog. My stomach is growling. These sweatpants I just got from Ross are so comfy. It was a little warmer out than I thought it was going to be. These weren't like super heavy. I mean, they definitely are on the thicker side, but they were still lightweight enough. And I kind of like how they're a little bit bunched up more at the top here, but then they just go into more of a classic wider leg. And I love the nice pockets on these. They're just so perfect, and I cannot believe they were like, after tax, I think only $15. Great quality. I had on my cute little hoodie when I started the walk, but I was getting pretty sweaty. It was only like 60 degrees, that's what it said on the weather app, and it's been kind of windy lately, so I'm like, oh, it's gonna be another chilly day. But the sun was so strong, felt really good, so I was getting a nice little tan going on. And about midway, I had to take this off. But you probably recognize this hoodie I talked about in my last little thrift haul. I thrifted this one from Goodwill, and this is such a good hoodie. It's so nice. I love like the classic look of this one, and it did look really cute paired with these like blue gray sweatpants. I kind of like to do an all gray fit sometimes, and I just feel like super cozy in it too. I tried out a different heatless curls method last night because one, I was just feeling lazy, and two, I just honestly wanted to see if it worked, and it was a lot less effort, especially because I have really fine thin hair. And I'm thinking that's why my hair could be looking a little bit more volumized this morning, because the way that I had to sleep was with all my hair up in like one singular sock. And yeah, I was just outside for a while, so my hair definitely did fall out, but it looked more curly this morning. But this is the usual method I do, where I just set this little rod over my head like this. Well, it's not really a rod, it's more like just fabric. So I just set this on my head, and then I roll my hair on this side and tie it, and then I roll my hair on the other side and tie it, and then I just sleep like that, and it seems pretty comfortable to me for the most part. And I'm typically a side sleeper, so I usually like how the curls turn out. But for the method I did last night, you just need one singular sock, and this is especially nice if you're a side sleeper. I feel like I could have used a sock that was a little bit more tight than this one. I mean, this one is kind of tight, but because of my hair type, it's really fine and thin, kind of can fall out easily. So I feel like if you have thicker hair, this actually will work better for you. So for this method, all you want to do is just lay the sock like this, and you're actually going to put the foot end of the sock in your mouth to hold it, and then your hair will be wrapping around this part here. But I feel like this is just going to be a lot easier if I just show you. And I probably need to shave my armpits, so just ignore that. But you're going to take your hair all the way up in a higher ponytail, because you want this to be sitting on the top of your head. So then you take the foot end of the sock and put it in your mouth just to hold it in place. Then you take this end to the back. Sorry, only talking there. And you're going to be wrapping the hair around this part of the sock, just like this. And you keep wrapping until you get to the very end. And you want to make sure you're pulling really tight. Okay, then you are left with your hair wrapped around the sock like this. Then you're going to take the foot end and kind of bunch it up around the hair. You just kind of hold it like that. So then you have this open portion of the sock here, and you're just going to pull that now down over the entire other end of the sock that you just wrapped the hair around. Now you are left with something that looks like this, and to be honest, it's very comfortable sleeping because one, your hair is up and out of your face, and sometimes I just get overstimulated, so it just feels good for all of your hair to be pulled back and away from your face. And I kind of sleep a little bit like a tornado. I move in different positions all throughout the night, and this was my first time trying it last night, and it pretty well stayed in place. It did get a little bit looser. I just think from tossing and turning it pulled this hair out a little, but for the most part it pretty well like stayed in. And my hair definitely had like a cute curl to it this morning. So if you are not super fond of this method, or if it doesn't feel as comfortable to you, maybe give this one a try, because I felt really comfortable sleeping last night. And I still think the curl was really cute. It might have not been as tight as it usually is when I do this, just because of my fine thin hair. When I split it in two and wrap around, it's obviously going to be a much tighter curl versus when I do it all together at once in this little sock bun. But I'm pretty sure this is a very similar method to, I think it's called the sleepy bun tie or something. I've seen it around on TikTok that I know girls like to use as well. So maybe look into that too. I think you can just search that on Amazon. But you might as well go ahead and give this method a try first because, you know, we all got socks laying around in our house somewhere. Also, I just realized that there was a little fuzzy from the sock in my eyebrow. So if that was in the clip the whole time, just ignore that. I just made some oatmeal because I was really craving it. It just sounded extra yummy right now. And I haven't ate yet today, so I'm a little hungry now after my 5 miles, but me and Devin ordered Uber Eats last night and we were both craving sushi. So we had a lot of sushi last night for dinner and I was so full. So I was like, I need to just give my body a moment to recuperate from, I just feel like it has extra sodium in it that I'm typically not used to eating. I definitely was not hungry this morning. Like I said, after that walk, I definitely started to work up an appetite. So oatmeal it is. And the oatmeal that I like to use is by the brand Purely Elizabeth, and then the other one is called Better Oats. And I just use a packet of one of those and mix them together and then just add on all my little toppings. Today I was craving some blueberries and I love when my blueberries get kind of warm with the oatmeal. It just makes it extra delicious. Then I added some bananas and of course, because I'm human, I added a couple of dairy-free chocolate chips as well. And I know oatmeal can kind of sound boring, but when you mix it up with some really fun toppings, it tastes like literal dessert. I just realized the sports bra I'm wearing is also thrifted. It's the Victoria's Secret pink brand. It fits so well. I love when I can find good Victoria's Secret bras or the pink brand bras at Goodwill. Brings me so much joy because usually the ones I find look like they've never even been worn and they're in such good condition that I'm like, how is this literally like $3? This is another one of the Victoria's Secret bras that I've thrifted. The style of this one is so cute and it's kind of like a bra on the inside mixed with like sports bra material on the outside. I just thought this one was really cool. And the fact that this was in leopard print just brought me so much joy. Look who it is who decided to stop by this afternoon. I put out some peanuts earlier for him, and I always put some in this little pot for him because he loves to sit in this plant pot and eat. It's like his little safety zone. The plant pot that he's actually sitting in right now, I've had this succulent plant for like 6 years. It does so well. Obviously I've cleaned it up some because it grew way taller and we cut it down. And now it's kind of flourishing a little bit better down at the bottom here. Hey Buck. Okay, call me crazy, but it's a little bit after 5 now, and because this is my favorite time of day, like I just really love being outside at this time, that I might go for yet another walk, but way shorter this time because I've already gotten over 2,000 steps actually. Right now it says I've done 11,096 steps, which is 5 miles. Which I totally was not expecting to do today, but I was just in the groove and I had a good podcast on, and there's nothing like a good podcast while you're walking in nature and just looking at all like the different houses and stuff. It brings me so much joy. So why would I not do that? I also feel like I got a little bit of color earlier from walking out in the sun. The sun was pretty strong earlier. It was only like 60 something degrees, but the sun makes it so warm. That's why I had to take my hoodie off because the last couple days here have been kind of chilly. I love going on a nice walk where I can get some good sun at the same time because when I am pale, I just like do not feel good about myself. I just feel like I've always been someone who's always felt better in my skin when I'm more tan. But yeah, the sun's about to set, so I need to start going on this walk right now so I'm not walking back in the dark. And hopefully there's a good sunset tonight. It is Thursday, March 6th, and we are headed to the airport to go back to Missouri. We're only gonna be gone for like 2 weeks, but we still, you know, kind of wanted to get the room in order, so we've been cleaning up, and I did all the laundry yesterday. Also, I'm currently in my unicorn bun right now because I washed my hair this morning and it just dried. I wanted to air dry so straight, and that just annoys me. I hate when my hair looks like really pinned straight, so I'm hoping just putting this up in this little sock bun for a couple hours is gonna make my hair look a bit nicer and not, you know, so flat. But this is the cozy airport fit. When I fly, I have to be so comfy cozy, and I'm always freezing, so I also need to be really warm. So I have this little quarter zip sweater, and this is from Abercrombie. It's so comfy cozy. I actually think this could be an extra large tall because it definitely goes like way past my bum, but it is so nice and cozy. So this is the perfect little sweatshirt, and we got the suitcases all packed. They just need to be zipped up. That's Devin's, this is mine. I'm not really traveling back with that much because I didn't really need to bring anything back with me, so I just have a couple of clothes and some shoes that I think I'm gonna end up selling, and you know, like the toiletries, my makeup, all that kind of stuff. And then I got my little travel book bag, and then my shoes I'm gonna be wearing today. These little Uggs are my absolute favorite, and then I just have on these plain black pants. They're kind of stretchy, very comfortable as well, and I think I got these from either Marshall's or TJ Maxx. And then I just have my little carry-on suitcase, which I mainly just have because I need to have something to put my computer into because I don't trust putting it in the big suitcase just in case, you know, something happens. Like, I definitely do not want to lose the computer. And technically I could put it in my little traveling backpack that I like to take, but I usually end up putting my iPad in here, and then it's just so big and bulky if I put my computer in here too. So it's just better to have my big suitcase, this one, and then it's just nice to have the carry-on too if I just need to add anything extra over here, especially if I'm like over the 50-pound weight limit. And then I have my iPad here that I always take with me on the plane, and it's already loaded up, ready to go with some shows. And then these are my favorite headphones because they're really comfy and fit over my ear. You can wear them for a long time without them bothering your ear. I find that that's hard to find with headphones. I would definitely say that's one of my biggest tips when flying is if you have an iPad or even on your phone to make sure you have the Netflix app downloaded, and then you can download whatever shows or movies you want, and then you can just listen to it or watch anything on airplane mode. So on the Netflix app, you can just go to where your downloads are and go to your little movies or shows over here. I'm currently almost done with the show Supernatural. I've been watching this for a while because it has like 15 seasons. I only have 4 episodes left, but I usually only save this for when I'm going to be flying on the plane, so I know I always have like something to count on when I'm going to be flying. And then another show I can always count on is the Great British Baking Show. That show is my jam. And then I just downloaded these 2 random movies. I haven't seen this one in a really long time, so I have been wanting to watch it, and then I still have never watched this. I read the book, so I have been meaning to watch this one, but it's just been sitting in my downloads because I've honestly just been trying to finish the show here. So I will just slide my iPad into this little back pouch back here, which is technically I think for a laptop, but it just works great for my iPad. And then I just like to fold up my little headphones, and I put them in the little bag it came with just so they stay a little bit nicer because I kind of have a lot going on in my bag right here. And then another thing I try to make sure I always fly with is my little portable charger, and I always like to make sure that's charged up and ready to go just in case. I mean, nowadays I feel like Southwest, they have like the chargers on most planes, but sometimes you get stuck with the old plane, so if your phone dies or whatever, it's nice to have a nice charger with you that will actually hold a charge for a long time. So I just keep that in this little pouch thing with some other like cables and such that I might need. And then I usually bring some kind of snack with me. Today's snack of choice happens to be the famous Amos. If you know, you know. These are so yummy. I don't have them very often, but when I do, they just they hit. They're so good. And then of course I have my wallet, and then I always bring my little favorite claw clip with me just in case like my hair starts annoying me, or if it just looks bad I can easily throw it up. And then I got my little things of Kleenex. And then in this little pouch I just have a variety of different things, usually like all my different lip liners that I really like, my little tinted lip balm. I also keep this little roll-on essential oil. This is in just vanilla. I love this one. It smells so good, and it actually stays for a really long time. And this is from the brand 𝙇𝙄𝙉𝙆𝙎, and you can just get it on Amazon. And then I have my little brow gel. This one is from L'Oreal. I do like this one. This isn't my favorite one, but it is nice to just have it with me all the time in my little pouch in case I need to, you know, flick the eyebrows up, because I like mine to be like pretty lifted and bushy. And then I also have this lip liner stain, which I recently got, and I kind of am liking it lately. This is from the brand 𝙇𝙄𝙉𝙆𝙎 is how I think you say it, but I got it in the shade Hazel, and I feel like it's a pretty good shade match. I'm not mad about it, but I've been carrying that with me too because I don't know, I've been kind of liking it over just putting my usual lip liner on. And then I have my favorite lip gloss in here. This is from the brand Merit. This is their lip oil in shade Bel Air. It's definitely not clear anymore because I've been using it so much over like lip liners and stuff, so it kind of looks like a light pink color now, but this one is so lovely. So yeah, I have a bunch of little random things like that in this little pouch. I actually thrifted this, and this is the Victoria's Secret brand, but I just liked it because it was in the snake print. So I don't know, it's like the perfect little thing to just throw in my little book bag or in just whatever purse I have. It's kind of nice to have it all together in one place and not like going all over different areas in your bag or your purse and you like can't find it. It's nice to like have it compact in something like this. And another little thing I like to keep with me is just a spray bottle that I filled with hypochlorous acid. Devin is actually the one who put me onto this because I'm an oily girl, and especially when I fly I feel like my skin gets even more oily, so it's nice to even just spray this on because it helps with like bacteria, and I do find that it helps like prevent any future breakouts, and it just kind of feels like nice and refreshing. So I just poured a little bit into this little spray bottle. I think I got this from like Target or something in their little, you know, travel section. So we got the hummingbird feeder filled up before we left. Hopefully this lasts them 2 weeks. I don't know, they go through it pretty fast. Made sure to water all the plants even though it's been raining the past couple days. They've been getting lots of good water. And then I turned our succulent plant this way because it was really growing crazy that way because it was wanting, you know, to grow towards the sun. So I switched it, so hopefully it kind of, you know, evens itself back out, but it's looking a little crazy now. And of course laid out some little peanuts for Bucky. Okay, so I only had the sock bun thing in for like 2 hours and not bad. It kind of slayed. Usually I sleep with it in all night, so I have a lot more volume and a little bit better curl. Like this will probably fall out as soon as I step outside, but I feel like not bad for like just not wanting my hair to be pinned straight and look stringy because it's so thin. Also, I feel like my hair has gotten so much longer.
What's wrong? It's coming with straight.
It's here. Okay, our lift is gonna be here in like 1 minute, so we gotta go.